Hello YouTube, back again with another video. Today we will be building a workbench. It's actually my first workbench because I never built one before. As you guys know, I am a beginner at woodworker. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and let's go ahead and get started. First of all, excuse my lack of knowledge on woodworking. I am a beginner. And some of this wood is repurposed material from the scrap pile. Like I said, some of this wood was given to me. Right there, I'm taking the measurements for the 4x4s. It's 4 at 31.5, as you see on the screen, and I'm just putting a line through all the sides, make sure I get all the sides, because I don't think my little saw can cut through all the sides. So, and cutting there with the Chicago Electric miter saw. And it didn't cut all the way because it's a 10-inch miter saw. Maybe the way I have it set up, maybe it could be the reason. But I flipped it over and it cut the other side, finish it off. And if you guys got any questions about any of these measurements or anything, you can feel free to leave me a comment down below. I'm good at answering the comments. And yeah. And two of these at 72. They're 2x4s. It's the same thing. Measure them and just stack them up on top of each other and just make one cut. As you can see, some of the wood wasn't inspected properly when I bought it, but it worked okay. I cut those pieces and used them for the smaller pieces. Then I'm cutting 4 pieces, 2x4 at 21 inches. And then I already did. I forgot to film the part where I'm framing the frame. But all you do is just drill and screw in the frame. And then what you do is when you have it on the floor, you put the post, the 4x4s right there, so you could line it up and make sure everything's straight. You drill. You drill and then you put the screws in there. As shown. Now I flipped it over to the feet down and finish it off, so I won't have to keep bending over and breaking my knees. So I'm finishing it off and putting the rest of the screws in there, and those are like 3-inch screws, framing screws. The screws, you can buy them at Walmart. I didn't know Walmart sells screws, but yeah, I guess they do. And I got this big box for like $6 or $7. And then I'm measuring the inside, like I stay right there. Make sure you measure your own, because this is repurposed material, and yours might be a different measurement. And right now I'm measuring for the frame, the bottom frame. And right now I'm putting the 2x4s that go, the 21-inch 2x4s that go in the middle, the center. And what I did is I took a tape measure and measured across those big 2x4s and just went at every 2 feet. So every 2 feet I'm going to put a 2x4 just to have strength. And I put a line so I could have the 2x4 centered. And that's what I did. I was centering it right now. Right now I'm drilling and putting screws in there. And I use a clamp for it not to move around, because so the clamps do help a lot. I wasn't really a fan of clamps until I started doing some woodworking projects and they started coming out all crooked and all that stuff. So what I did is I just bought me some. I went to Harbor Freight and just bought me some clamps. And I have about 5 or 6 clamps, so I don't have a lot now. Just have a few. Drilling and putting those screws in there. I'm just doing 2 screws per joint. I'm not gonna be doing any really heavy work on this workbench. Like it's nothing gonna be over 100 pounds on top of this thing, I believe. And if I ever do put anything stronger than that, or if I do anything heavier, then I'll just put some more 2x4s at the bottom and reinforce it. Right now I'm doing the bottom frame. The measurement I took from the center of the posts, long ways. And I have it like that because I'm just framing it in, and I'm doing it with putting some clamps in there so it could be nice and straight. And then you basically drill and screw again. And it does help for you to have a drill and an impact driver. I suggest I recommend you guys get one. Even Ryobi has good brands. Harbor Freight has these Hercules. I'm using the Hercules, and they do have the Bauer. The Bauer works real good for DIY, and it's cheap too. It's only like 50 or 60 bucks. So, but if you're gonna get just one out of both of them, I would definitely recommend a drill, because drill you can pretty much drill and screw at the same time. Well, actually both. Now they do sell drill bits for the impacts. So I guess you could buy any of them. But yeah, the impacts are just way easier to put those screws in there, especially those big screws and those lags that you will see I put on the wheels when I put the wheels on. I'm putting a clamp right there on the middle. As you can see, I'm standing the frame on top of the other one, so I can know exactly where the measurements and everything. So I'm just doing the 2 feet like the bottom. I'm trying to do minor adjustments to the boards, and then again just drilling and screwing. And like I said, if you want to take some ideas out of this video, then feel free. This is probably not the correct way to do it, but like I said, I'm just doing it for myself. I'm building my first workbench. This is my first one, by the way. And yeah, feel free to take any of these ideas and measurements for your own workbench. And what I did on there to help me hold it up, I put some clamps, one on each side. Meanwhile, I do the drilling and the screwing. So I put a couple clamps to help me hold it in place. And that is the bottom piece that I'm screwing in. As you can see, it goes on the inside of the two. The top piece goes on the outside. It wraps around the outside of the 4x4s, and the bottom piece goes on the inside. And right there, I'm drilling for the logs, for the lag screws. And those wheels are from the Harbor Freight. I should do a product review on these. I don't really recommend these blue ones. I recommend the red ones. Later on, what I did is because these blue ones, the brake system is not really solid good. So what I did is I just bought two of the red casters and just replaced two of them and used the other two for another project. But right now I'm putting the blue ones in there, because these are actually cheaper than the red ones. So if you want to get two blue ones and two red, that way you know where the brake, which ones have the brake. And I'm drilling. Like I said, it does help a lot if you have a drill and an impact driver. And those are the lags. So for this, I would recommend an impact driver because they're big and they're pretty much, you have to do a lot of strength and trying to keep that in place, to drill in place. So I would recommend an impact driver for that. Right there, I'm just testing the brakes and the casters. Seems to be rolling pretty nice. Like I said, the only bad thing about these casters are the brakes. I ended up replacing 2 of those, but right there I'm putting the bottom piece, and then I'm screwing them in. I pretty much went every foot, you know, just to be safe. Not overdid it or anything, because it's not gonna, like I said, it's not gonna have a lot of weights, just a few tools and maybe a trash can or small trash can in there. That's about it. And right there, I did put some clamps on the wood on top of the OSB where I was cutting. As you can see, I did put a guide on the side with some clamps, and right there I have it cut on that side. So I'm putting some screws in there, make sure it's holding it in place before I do the other cut. Like I said, it's so easy to do with the drill and an impact driver. It does help a lot. And that is the finished workbench. As you can see, it works really good. It's pretty solid, and it rolls real nice, and it fits through a door. So it's only 24 inches wide by 72, so it does fit through any door, very easy. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.